Throughout the year, WNBA players were demanding to be given credit for elevating the league. Angel Reese claimed that she was, along with their pretend friends in the mainstream media, they wanted us to believe that the WNBA was exploding in popularity. They wanted to keep all the credit for themselves while downplaying the impact of the only star in the league, Caitlin Clark.
Throughout the year, WNBA players have been pushing for recognition, claiming they've played a huge part in the league's growth. Angel Reese, alongside her friends in the media, argued that they wanted us to believe the WNBA was exploding in popularity. However, many felt they were downplaying the role of Caitlin Clark, the only true star in the league. Reese even boldly stated that people watch women's basketball for her, too. Now, with Caitlin Clark walking away from Unrivaled and Kelsey Plum stepping aside, all eyes are on Reese. She's left to carry the weight of a league in turmoil. The question is she ready to rise to the occasion, or will the pressure of her bold claims and mounting controversies bring her down? Unrivaled, the ambitious new 3-on-3 league, promised to revolutionize women's basketball. They boasted about six-figure salaries, high-energy games, and equity stakes for players. But as the debut season nears, withdrawals and PR missteps have left fans skeptical. At the center of it all stands Angel Reese, the league's last remaining marquee player. With the stakes higher than ever, Reese must prove she can back up her word.
Angel Reese is the biggest star in this new league. Hell, she is the only star with Unrivaled. There is not another player in this league capable of drawing a mainstream fly to this unknown turd. Whether it's fair or not, the success or the failure of this league, it is going to be directly tied to Angel Reese. Does Angel have enough drawing power to capture
mainstream attention? Whether it's fair or not, the success or failure of Unrivaled is tied to her. She's always thrived in the spotlight, from her LSU championship win to her viral celebrations, and has never hesitated to make bold statements like, "People watch women's basketball for me, too." Now, with stars like Clark, Sabrina Ionescu, Kelsey Plum, and even Asia Wilson absent from Unrivaled, Reese must prove she's ready to lead. This season, Reese is in the spotlight like never before, with the opportunity to show her true star power. However,
jealous WNBA players will have the opportunity to earn that credit. Now, players like Angel Reese, they will be given the chance.
Podcast appearances to social media spats. Her critics have pointed to her underwhelming stats, with a shooting percentage of just 39% and struggles near the rim, questioning whether she's truly ready to carry the league. This isn't just about basketball anymore, it's about legacy. Reese's ability to captivate attention has been her calling card, but now, with the absence of key players, the stakes are even higher. There's no safety net for her, every move will be scrutinized, and every
9% and inefficiencies near the rim, as evidence that she's not ready for the mantle of leadership. I mean, who would want to watch more bricked shots?
Shooting 39% on the year, as a power forward, as a 4, as somebody who shoots within 5 feet of the basket on, let's say, 90% of your field goal attempts, that's not too good.
This isn't just about basketball anymore.
Takes to succeed at this level. As the spotlight shines brighter than ever, Reese's next moves will determine not only her future but the future of Unrivaled itself. Angel Reese isn't worried about being the villain in women's basketball. In fact, she's embracing the role. As much as people have doubted her and the league, she's proud of the attention women's basketball is getting. Celebrities are showing up to games, arenas are selling out, and people are finally talking about the sport. Reese sees this as a win, and she's ready to take on whatever challenges come her way. But for all the doubts about Unrivaled, there's a silver lining. Reese has always thrived when people underestimate her. From her college championship days to her pro career, she's been the underdog, proving everyone wrong. Now, she has the chance to silence her critics once and for all. This season isn't just another opportunity for
recognizable name on the roster, Angel Reese, who has got to be absolutely terrified. It is not going to be a good Christmas for the villainous Angel.
I'll take that because look where women's basketball is. People are talking about women's basketball, but you never would think that we'd be talking about women's basketball. People are pulling up to games. We got celebrities coming to games, sold out arenas, like just because of one single game. And just looking at that, like, I'll take that role. I'll take the bad guy.
Remains, can she deliver when it counts? For Unrivaled, the only real chance to succeed was to have Caitlin Clark on board. The league made her an offer worth $1 million for just 2 months of work, along with equity stakes and promises of star treatment. It could have made Clark the face of the league, but her response was clear: she wasn't interested. Her decision sent shockwaves through the basketball world and made a bold statement about her priorities. Clark's reasons for turning down the offer were surprisingly grounded. After a year of non-stop basketball, including her record-breaking college career and a busy rookie season with the Indiana Fever, she needed a break. She was clear about her need for rest and reflection. Basketball
to succeed, the only way that people would actually watch this new league, Caitlin Clark, she officially rejected their offer.
Caitlin Clark's decision to reject Unrivaled's historic offer wasn't just a choice, it was a statement. The $1 million deal, equity stakes, and promises of star treatment could have made her the face of the league, but Clark's response was as decisive as her gameplay. In doing so, she sent a clear message to the basketball world about her priorities. And it wasn't what Unrivaled expected.
ESPN reported that Caitlin Clark has officially rejected the generous offer. Unrivaled, though, they offered Caitlin Clark $1 million for 2 months' worth of work. $1 million. Now that's $920.
Self-care over money and stardom. Her decision to step away has become a defining moment for both her and the league, leaving many to wonder, what now for Unrivaled? Unrivaled had relied heavily on the so-called Caitlin effect, a phenomenon where her games drew massive crowds and set viewership records. Without her, the league's credibility took a major hit. Fans felt deceived, with some accusing Unrivaled of using Clark's popularity to sell tickets they couldn't actually deliver on. The absence of their biggest star left a huge gap in their marketing plan and raised doubts about whether the league could live up to its bold promises. For Caitlin Clark, however, her decision to turn down Unrivaled was a smart move. It helped her protect her brand's integrity and reinforced her reputation as someone who prioritizes long-term success over quick gains. She basically told Unrivaled, "Good luck without me." Her decision set the tone for the wider conversation about the league. If the biggest name in women's basketball,
I feel like it'll be good for me to kind of reflect back on everything that's happened. Like, I feel like I didn't even have time to really reflect on my college career because it ended so fast. And then I came here and was trying to give everything I could to this team and kind of move on and put all that behind me and help this team, get back to the playoffs. So I feel like taking some time to myself and really enjoying that.
Headlines. Instead, it sparked backlash and confusion. The timing of the leak raised suspicions, especially since no one had asked Wilson to share those details. Fans quickly turned from admiration for Clark's graceful exit to skepticism about Wilson's motives. One social media user summed it up as, "It's giving main character energy in a story that wasn't about her." Unrivaled had placed high hopes on Wilson, banking on her MVP status and star power to attract attention. But instead of elevating her brand, the leak of her offer revealed deeper issues, chiefly, a lack of trust. While the league had promised to be a platform for the best in women's basketball, the way Wilson's rejection was handled made it seem otherwise. Fans and analysts began to question whether Unrivaled could truly deliver on its financial promises, casting doubt on the league's future. Unrivaled's credibility has taken another hit with the recent departures of key players like A'ja Wilson and Kelsey Plum. Wilson's decision to reject the league was a major setback, and the way it was made public only made matters worse. The leak about her decision undermined Unrivaled's ability to control its own narrative. Instead of celebrating the talent it had, the league found itself in a public
basketball question. I know that you work really hard in the off-season. You said yesterday you're always trying to get better. What's the thing that you're working on in this off-season?
I think, honestly, besides the actual basketball skill part of it, I think getting stronger. That's what I'm focusing on. I'm in the weight room a lot, just building that strength. Obviously, it was hard going right from the college season to the professional season. You don't get to spend a lot of time in the weight room. So that's what I've tried to focus on the most here. And then obviously a lot of things on the court. I'm always wanting to get better, and that's kind of what drives me, and I love it. I love getting to do it, and I feel very fortunate.
Exit raised serious questions about transparency and intentions. Unrivaled struggles only deepened when Kelsey Plum, one of the league's biggest stars and a 3-time All-Star, announced she was also stepping away. Her decision sent shockwaves through the basketball community, especially since it came just 6 weeks before the league's debut. Plum cited the need for self-care, which earned her support from fans but also sparked concerns about the league's stability. As one of the
not playing in Unrivaled, much like Caitlin Clark's not. But there's been a story surfaced by way of Sports Business Journal that is baffling, and it is getting absolutely crushed right now because nobody believes it.
Wilson's rejection of Unrivaled could have been a quiet, strategic decision, but the timing of the leak raised eyebrows. Fans were quick to point out that no one had asked her to share the details of her offer. The narrative quickly shifted from admiration for Clark's graceful exit to skepticism about Wilson's motives. It's giving main character energy in a story that wasn't about her, quipped one social media user, encapsulating the backlash.
That's crazy because literally nobody asked, and sources close to Asia Wilson decided.
If one of the league's top stars can walk away, what's to stop others from doing the same? For Unrivaled, losing Plum is a tough blow. It's not just about losing her talent, it's about losing the trust and excitement of the fans. As complaints about ticket refunds grow and social media criticism increases, the league is facing a harsh reality. Its dream of transforming women's basketball could be slipping away. Kelsey Plum's withdrawal from Unrivaled is a major setback, and it's hard to see how the league can recover from this. Her absence is a clear sign that Unrivaled's path forward is more uncertain than ever. Unrivaled is facing more challenges as it tries to make its mark in women's basketball. What started as an exciting, revolutionary idea has now become a lesson in overpromising and underdelivering. With big names like Caitlin Clark, Asia Wilson, and Kelsey Plum all out, the league must prove it can still offer an exciting product, even without its brightest stars. The foundation of Unrivaled was built on bold promises, fast-paced 3-on-3 games, six-figure salaries, and equity stakes for players. These were meant to attract the best talent and create a must-watch.
Caitlin Clark play golf? With actual attention economics at play, Caitlin's participation in any league has an existential bearing. Nobody outside of Asia herself cares about whether Asia...
Many who bought tickets expecting to see star players are feeling let down. One fan summed up the growing disappointment, saying, "Unrivaled really sold us a dream." Ticket sales were high after the league's 22-minute promotional video, which hinted that Caitlin Clark might join. But once she made it clear she wasn't coming, the excitement quickly turned to frustration. People wanted refunds almost immediately. The league's roster reveal, once seen as a key moment, ended up being a letdown. 2 wildcard slots were left empty, showing that Unrivaled had hoped to secure players like Clark and Wilson but couldn't seal the deal. The event, instead of showcasing confidence, felt desperate, leaving fans and analysts unsure if the league could deliver what it promised. Another major concern is the financial model. Offering six-figure salaries and equity stakes while relying on unproven revenue sources has raised doubts about the league's long-term viability. Can Unrivaled survive without the big names it was counting on to attract sponsors and viewers? Many analysts are skeptical, with one insider warning that if things don't turn around, Unrivaled could be unrivaled in failure. For now, the league is at a crossroads. It can either focus on the players it does have and deliver an exciting product or risk fading into obscurity. The pressure is on, and the clock is ticking. Unrivaled, a new league in women's sports, is at a crucial turning point. Its ambitious launch is now facing serious challenges, and the next steps will determine if it succeeds or fades away. With stars like Caitlin Clark, Asia Wilson, and Kelsey Plum out of the picture, the league's dream of changing the game for women's basketball is now in jeopardy. Fans are beginning to question if Unrivaled can deliver on its big promises. This is a critical moment for the league's remaining players. Without the big names, it's their chance to step up and prove they can carry the spotlight. The pressure is on, and the world is watching. The key question now is, can Unrivaled find a way to make its current roster shine? Will it focus on high-energy games and underdog stories to capture fans, or will it crumble under the weight of expectations? Names like Angel Reese, Brianna Stewart, and Nafisa Collier still have the opportunity to rally the league, but the stakes are higher than ever. The league needs more than just bold ideas and flashy marketing. It needs to prove it can deliver a product that's worth watching, something that meets the hype and earns the trust of its fans. While things may look tough for now, sports are full of surprises. Redemption stories and unexpected heroes are what make basketball, and all sports, so exciting. Whether Unrivaled becomes a cautionary tale or an inspiring success story will depend on how it handles this crucial moment. For now, the ball is in their court. What do you think? Can Unrivaled turn things around, or is this the beginning of the end? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any updates. Click the video on your screen, and we'll see you next time.